Hello and welcome today, Sunday morning. Happy Easter. New beginning for us as we will be restarting reading the book The Artist Way by Julia Cameron. So I thought today we'll take it as a starter and then get into that energy of creating and being creative. And let's just take a couple of breaths to just be fully here. And today we are going to talk about opening up to possibilities. So let's just breathe deeply. Fill our lungs and being open. If action works for you, you can even open up your hands. It's a symbolic gesture. And being open to receiving. Being open to what is coming. And an important part of that is being present. And breath is that anchor which can immediately bring us to the present. So let's take one more deep breath here. And let go of whatever we were doing, thinking, busy with. And let's just be here now. Thank you for joining. I'm very excited that you put this on your calendar. You chose to show up for yourself. And as always, the power of togetherness. And that's what brings us more and more possibilities. When we are together, we take each other's energy and we uplift each other. So with that, I want to just share quickly what I want to do today. We'll do a small journaling exercise. You don't need any colors necessarily. As long as you just have paper and pen, or if you have your own journal that you maintain every day, even just a paper is absolutely fine. But maybe something that if you want to look at later, you can. Unlike the morning pages which you write and discard, this is something we may put. And so what I'm going to do is I will show you how to draw a door, and we're going to call it a door of possibility. Before we begin this exercise, I just want you to think of where you are at right now. So how are you feeling? So if you were to take a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 being I am 100% open, I am feeling excellent, and I can do everything, and I'm just top of the world. And then 5 being I'm, trying my best, I am doing things that align me to open up to my highest possibilities, and I am working and I am grateful and I'm looking forward. But I'm not feeling like 100% there. So between 10 and 5, and coming to a low number like a 1 or a 2, where we are in the scarcity mindset that I don't know, maybe this is not for me, today is not my day, or we are in it coincides with being in, you know, sort of like a people pleasing way that we are catering to everybody else's need. And we don't have time for ourselves. Like a wishful thing maybe that, yeah, someday I will make something, someday. And this creativity is, it doesn't include necessarily just using your colors on paper or canvas. It is all about being in that creative mindset when you're humming, you're singing, you're writing something, or you're just on a nature walk and you're just observing the creation of nature and admiring it. So it is just about that sense of being renewed, whatever that means for you. Is it meaning like you paint and you are in a flow state for that, or you are somebody who sings and gets music is your uplifting medium. Maybe you want to express yourself through words. write stories and go into the area where your creativity is through imagination. It could be anything, but we have to just become aware where we are right now. On the scale of 1 to 10, where are we right now? And then open up that door to possibility, which we'll be drawing shortly, as much as you would like. Could have it completely open. Everything is you're 100% ready. You welcome everything that's coming and it's all open up. Or it's like half open. Maybe you are, still on this side and you're balancing everything, you're thinking, and but you are open to, going out in the and climb the stairs and, go towards your goal. Or it could be something like you just got the courage to, go touch the doorknob and just peek a little, just open it tiny bit and see what is possible. So we'll try to get out of our scarcity mindset, of the mindset that there are so many limitations. It is, I don't have time, I don't have energy, or I don't have talent, or I'm just simply not, available to any of these things because I have lots and lots of important things to do, or I have lots of responsibilities towards my family, towards, the greater good. And but the main idea here is if we nurture ourselves, that's the way that we are able to serve everyone better. So, what we'll do is we will now get into the exercise. And even if you're watching later, you can just skip to this part where we simply learn how to. I mean, it's easy, but I'll just show you. I'm going to try to show my second camera. And let me know if you're able to see this. Yeah? Any one of you can put in the chat or just unmute yourself. Are you able to hear me and see the paper?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, so just grab any pen, any pencil. Just want to show you how to. So we can start by simply making a rectangle. Okay. Think of it as the frame. And I'm making one more line around it, but not on the bottom. So my interpretation here is we are on the inside. Okay. And if you're not able to see it, maybe I can just use the. So maybe this is better. All right. So you made a rectangle. Okay. And then we made these lines. So we are inside on this side. We are on this side. And this is the door. Okay. And then we have to make the door as much open or closed as we want. Okay. So the options are you can make it fully open. For that, you make one line like that. And now it is going to, I shouldn't have made that line, but okay. This is my door. It's fully open. So here, what I see is maybe, it's my, it's the ladder. And I'm fully open right now. I'm on 10 and I can just go here and reach my door. Okay. It's just an interpretation. So this is my door. My door, pardon my drawing here, but this is my door. My door is open, right? And I'm on this side, but I'm open to stepping out into a full spectrum of possibility. Let's just put the doormat here so we know. Okay. Whatever. So this is the doormat, this is the door, and we are fully open and we are ready to go out. Okay. Now, if you're not feeling on 10 on 10, then what we could do is we could make another door, same way. And later when we start, if you feel like your door has to be a different shape, say for example, it will be having, a peak window here, you could totally do that. And then here, I'm going to make these same lines here on this side. So these lines are here. And then my door is here. Okay, something like that. So this is my door. And this is a little bit open. So I'm open to it and I'm peeking. Okay, but I'm still on this side, but just a little bit. Maybe there is a possibility that, this side is all darkness. We are in the people pleasing mode, we are in the scarcity mindset. And then when we open this up, we have all this light coming. Okay, that's a possibility. All this light is coming here as we open up, and then we are completely, we are in that zone where we are able to see the light. And we know that, yes, today I'm not ready, but I see the possibility and I am being open to it slowly. So that's another thing. Now, if we were to make a third option, and as you know, we feel differently all the time. So we are just, anytime you feel the whole day, if we keep coming to the breath and keep checking the whole day, we are feeling different at different times. Okay? So we're moving towards more consciously thinking. This is like a door which is not open yet. So this is all there is. This is when I am feeling a 10 on 10. This is when I'm feeling a 5 on 10. And this is where I'm like a 1 on 10. I know there is a door. So that's the difference. Why it's not zero? Because you are aware that there is a door that you can open. Okay. So you can start making, first of all, get into that feeling mode of what you are feeling right now. We're not judging the art. I mean, I'm being open to really like, So whatever you feel like is just a square that we are looking at, and how open or how close, just completely, or you may be, feeling a 1 on 10. Maybe you want to inch towards a little bit towards opening up. So you could draw something which is speaking out a little bit. Okay. We can make it as beautiful as you like. You can color it or not. Right? You can choose what to do. And then once we are done, I'll tell you what we can journal here to make this something which helps us. So I'm going to call it open up to possibilities. Okay. Open up to possibilities. So if you are 1 on 10, I invite you to see what is it that is keeping you there. Is it people pleasing? Is it a sense that it's too late? It could be like overall a feeling that I have too many responsibilities right now and it's not right to, take out time. So I invite you to consider a possibility where you are just giving a very fixed 10 minutes of your day to doing anything creative. And as I said, anything creative you define, it could be just listening to one song of your choice, but fully, like sitting, not multitasking. Just one song. That will probably be less than 10 minutes. So you listen for 5 minutes and then you sit and bask in that for 5 minutes. You can join this with your, anything that you do every day. Like maybe you like to get up and drink a couple of glasses of water, and that's your time that you can do this. If you are somebody who likes to use, your hands, and then at the time that you are just dedicating you want to just doodle something. It could be completely free flow doodling. It could be just, making circles or making flowers or whatever it is that is naturally something you are inclined to do. You can also open up to just having a more meaningful walk where you're not again multitasking for just 5 to 10 minutes. You can dedicate that to really looking completely present and say looking at the flowers, looking at other people walking or animals or birds, whatever is showing up. So just being open to that possibility. And and then trusting that process that even 5 to 10 minutes a day is something that opens up this door a bit, and then you can slowly move towards the light until you are completely open to climb that ladder and reach, the moon, the stars, whatever it is that is calling out to you. So here we take a leap of faith also, and we think that there is a higher power, the creator who has created everything, or the universe, our gods, or anything that you, as Nitya defines, it's, the grand overall design which makes everything function on this planet, and we are a part of that. And thus we are empowered as well. And just by virtue of being a part of everything here, we are also capable of creativity. We are also capable of living fully. And in the 24 hours a day, we can take out 10 minutes to just be, to just breathe. So, with that, I'm going to start the music again. And then I'm going to go draw my goal and invite you to think. You can definitely take a ruler and you have one here and a little bit here. Okay? More about the mindset. There is no judgment, so just speak true to yourself right now. You can do this exercise, say, next month as well, and see if anything has changed. Every day, every moment is different, and as long as we are willing to just put that 5 minutes of effort. In your feet, you do a better job than me. Really lopsided door. You know, there is no ruler to make one. You can name your door. It could be a door of opportunity, possibility, door to happiness, to self-love. You can name your door. And every stuff. Then on this side. You can use your imagination and think about what is it that this door is leading you towards. It could be travel, could be music, it could be dance, it could be, whatever makes you come alive and happy. The whole idea is doing something that you yourself know as a nurturing. Everybody, all of us are, combination of so many things. So, in totally every day also feel like today this is what I want to, and choose that. And as you keep drawing this, keep thinking. I'm opening up to possibilities. I'm worthy of this, and I'm opening up to be sun here. You know how when we were little, we make this. There's no judgment. This is just for you. Right? So whether it's moon you want to make, whether it's the sun you want to make, just be open to it. You don't have to be in this closed door all the time, in the stone walls all the time. I'm just open. Like all stone. And a little shade showing that this side is darker. Yeah. This side is darker. It's very good to live on one side. And just recognize that mindset is very important. The difference between the completely closed door to a completely open door is our mindset. And we know that we don't choose this. We accept that every day the mindset could be, every morning we get up, we could be in any of these mindsets. And we just open up to, yes, being more conscious and being aware, how am I feeling today? And do I just want to peak a little bit? Do I just want to open up a little bit today? Even if you, don't feel great, maybe, you have some allergies, you're feeling under the weather, or anything else is bothering your mind. Just taking those 5 to 10 minutes of being in the complete, the zone of possibility is the mindset difference. You Here we hear so many TED talks by people who had accidents or got disabled later, and they overcame so much difficulty, and they overcame, I mean, unsurmountable challenges sometimes to just come on the other side. Things we sometimes the able-bodied people don't do, right? And what's the difference? The difference that happened is the mindset. So be open to that mindset change. Be open to that possibility of knowing, that yes, it is possible. I may not be feeling a 10 today, but I know that it's possible. Just knowing that it's not that I'm stuck in a room with no door. Just knowing that there is a door of possibility. Well, I can't see it today, right? But it is there. It is available. If it is dark and I can't see the knob, let's go feel for the knob because it is there. The significance of color in this art could be just that when you open the door, you can see the light coming in. That might be something you want to try. And but it's completely okay if you just have a pen and paper. Or even if you don't have a pen and paper, you can just write on your, any app on your phone. And if you are just writing on an app, then just know that you're working on a scale of 1 to 10 and you are just coming to the present moment and seeing where you are. Just write about. So maybe I have a few questions that I thought of that we could write. So one possible thing, you're done with your making your door, then one possible thing to journal about could be like, what is it that I want to invite in my life, right? I'll write it in the chat. Okay, so journal. What is it I am that I want to invite? And just think about it. Obviously, no right or wrong things, and you will think differently every time. What am I opening up? You know, like what are you opening up to? Possibility? New ideas? Other way, just the same question, you can reframe it. What is calling out to me? Maybe you can't think of anything, then you observe and you notice, maybe on your walks, maybe on your conversations, and you just notice for any synchronicities. What is showing up, right? What is calling out to me? And then if we are, on the other side and we recognize some limitations, right? Then maybe um, let's say, what is my limited belief that I am going to let go of? I'm willing to let go.
Shubhra, are you sharing them somewhere? These questions? It's not in the chat. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What is
Did you type them somewhere else?
oh wait, hold on. Puneet, I think did I probably just typed them to you. Sorry everyone. Apologies. Alright, here. Oh, so yeah, the J is missing. Journal. Okay. What is it that I want to invite in my life? Or just reframing it? What am I opening up to? Any possibilities, any new ideas? Or just looking for synchronicities, what is calling out to me. If something shows up, a guitar shows up, you go to a friend's house, you see a guitar, you go to a vacation and then you see a guitar shop and you remember that, oh, I always wanted to learn, I always wanted to play guitar. So that's something that maybe is calling out to you. And then maybe if you're open, you'll see that somewhere someone is offering a guitar class, a trial class, and you try it out. So something like that. If you cannot think of something, then maybe there is something out there calling out to you. All right. And then on the other side, if there is a limited belief that you're willing to let go of, you know, um, scarcity mindset or people pleasing habits, that I acknowledge and accept, and I am open. Sometimes just noticing, right? Just noticing itself is a thing which is going to completely just change our perspective without us really knowing. If I notice I have a scarcity mindset and just holding on to things, maybe I'm holding on to, 10 things that I will do this, many hobbies, okay? And what happens is when I go to that room and I see 10 things that I wanted to do, and then I get into the guilty mode instead of being inspired or picking up one thing, then maybe I need to just pack up those 9 things and just keep one thing there. And whenever I have my 10 minutes, I go put those 10 minutes doing that thing. Could be writing, it could be just, and it in terms of art as well, it could just be some crayons. Instead of having, a watercolor set there, a pastel set, you know, maybe you want to start acrylic and you have your canvas set up, and every time you go into that room and you're like, no, 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 I don't have that much time. Guess what? Till you are there, till that door is more open towards that canvas that is speaking out at you, just keep some crayons and paper and just tell yourself, give your self permission. I am going to willing to just give 10 minutes and I'll just have, pen and paper. I'll just have crayons and paper. And then after some days, maybe you will notice that automatically you want to take out that watercolor and do that, or maybe even the other thing. But let's not today overwhelm ourselves with 10 things. This happens to me a lot. I like a lot of ideas and I'll just put everything, and then the moment I go to that room, to that place, I'm more confused. Sometimes I'm guilty. Oh, it's been sitting here for so long and I have not done this. So instead of being open to trying out something for 10 minutes, those 10 minutes are wasted thinking how I could have done better and I haven't, you know, or getting into that mindset of I'm just like not meant for this or this is not the right time. So just letting go of that as well. So to minimize your creative options, So you can dive in. You can do this like choosing it for the month, for the week also, right? And of course, we're open if that's not working out, then we can change. So I want to say that since I said the session is inspired because I've been reading the Artist Way book, and she really tells us to do two things, which is the morning pages, that you get up in the morning and the first thing that you do is you write something. And the second thing that she says is that you go on an artist date, which is what I said, like go for a walk, give 10 minutes to whatever it is that is interesting to you, right? Okay, Garma says, thanks for helping open my door today. Yeah, I really hope that all of us are able to, open that door. And I would just say one last thing is that when you do the morning pages, if something is bothering you or you don't have ideas, maybe when you're sleeping at night, just think for a minute about something that you need an answer to. And chances are in the morning, when you wake up and you write your morning pages, maybe some guidance will appear automatically. So let's be open to that possibility as well. All right. Thank you so much for being here. And I really hope that you like this exercise. If you want to share or say something, most welcome to. And Puneet, thanks for joining. I know this is a spring break week for us here, for a lot of us. And then today is Easter, so I know it's difficult to join sometimes. But I hope those of you who catch up on the recording are able to open that door of possibility for yourself and step into a new you.
No, this was nice even to just watch, your thing. I didn't draw, but
Thank
just
you.
watching was nice. And yeah, Sudha is sharing. Sudha's gonna,
So
you
that
can pin
I
him.
su-
I I mean, I do that 10 minutes of thing that because that's also my de-stressing, being a caretaker to a very aged mother.
Mhm.
So I do make it a time that anytime during it. So this is why even when I just love it, right? And I see the potential about it. And it's just that I don't have a fixed time. I cannot really, but I know I go to it because that's my me time. It helps me
Mhm.
to gather my energies. It's also somewhere I just become aware so much of like, the breathing and allowing my body to relax. So for
Yeah.
me, just this concept of opening my door, right? So rather than just looking at art, because that's my most
Yeah.
go-to activity and I have all my art materials right here, right? It also kind of led me to thinking, would I like to try something else without putting the pressure that I need to? So I was very,
Yes.
very mindful about something that I really love, and it's a muscle I develop. But can I
Hmm.
also look and explore maybe just a little bit of mindful walking or maybe something new than always that? So I think for me, that also opened out. So what other possibility could I open to than just art?
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
so it was beautiful. And I just love the fact of, the opening the doors, right? It just seemed
Yeah.
as if like there were doors that I was opening within myself, wherever I might have held stress or tightness or a certain constriction, right? And it just felt warm, like I'm actually sweating, though the fan is full on. So, uh, yeah, it's
Oh,
just
that's
beautiful to
amazing.
paint
Yeah.
doors and windows as a symbolic thing for me. I think that was what I got in
Yeah.
touch with a lot more. So thank you.
You're most welcome. And I see that, like, just a simple rectangle on paper, but when it helps change the mindset. It really helps. And I think mindset is so powerful. And I am, so happy that you're able to take out 10 minutes every day. And it doesn't have to be a fixed time as long as, when you feel for it, I think your body reminds you, let's take that.
Yeah, especially before going to sleep because then, because constantly through the day, you're in the decision making or you're in an alert mode, so your body is constantly in a state of watching because
Yeah.
you're keeping an eye on something that is critical that doesn't fall off the track, right? But the night time and the quiet
Right.
time is where it just seems like, okay, now I am coming home to me. And I'm able to therefore also go to sleep better. Else, I think I would be carrying
Yes.
all of this to sleep, which initially did happen, and I had huge sleeping problems. But just this fact, like,
Mm-hmm.
or even listening to music, right? So I'm just present to the power of just giving this 10 minutes dedicated time to whatever it may be, but just giving that time. Um,
Yeah.
it's almost as if, I don't know, it's like what you were also saying, giving yourself permission with whatever is
Yes.
there, like it's almost also helping you to be resourceful, right? You're watching the pattern of the
Yes.
mind to give reasons to not make something happen. And then
Yeah.
suddenly, when you overcome that resistance, that little thing, it's as if the door's
Yes.
really open. And then it's as if the universe is just opening, saying yes to you. Oh, 10 minutes, don't bother, take 20 minutes, right?
Yes.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
so I think
You
it's
can get
just,
into the flow. Yeah.
yeah, it's just
Right.
the joy of it after you cross that little kind of a thing, right? Because again, right, it's a conditioning. How can you take time for yourself? So,
Yes. It's a conditioning for sure. And we just acknowledge it. We're not
yeah,
even attempting to change it necessarily at that moment. There's no
not
pressure.
at all.
We
Yeah,
just
yeah.
and I, as we were speaking about the night and the day of responsibilities, I also thought of we can use that door to even shut out the responsibilities. We can leave them outside when you are entering the
Unfortunately, I cannot. I have a critical care mother,
yeah.
and I'm the sole caretaker, so it's not something that I
But
can shut off.
you can maybe put
Yeah,
it
but when I take my time off my
yeah,
rest, that 30 minutes, then I'm not thinking about that, oh, she's
yeah,
going to be calling me and I have to be hyper vigilant or stay
yeah.
alert or like I'm like, okay, if she calls and it penetrates, pen, but this is my 20 minutes of a quick nap to do that. So I do that, but I cannot like say shut off because
Yeah.
she's on ventilator and all of that. So in a way, it's not something that
No, it's a very um I'm not in your shoes, but I can just see that that's a very, very, a unique situation that you are in and very
yeah,
difficult
yeah,
to navigate. And
yeah,
you are
yeah.
able to take out that 10 minutes and all of us have no excuse. Like we should be able to do that. And that re-energizes us. And when I say that like shutting the door is like thinking like, maybe belief in that higher power that if
Yeah,
needed, you will be awake. Anyway,
yeah.
everything
And
is
yeah,
not in your head,
I'm
right? So
really,
you're
really
not
blessed that
carrying so you're just
yeah,
trusting that.
yeah, absolutely. And
You just
I
trust that.
am really blessed also that I do get that 20 minutes. I do get that 20
Yeah.
minutes where she doesn't raise an alarm of alert or wakefulness. So, yeah, it's almost like, as you
And being
said,
a
right? You're telling the
caretaker,
universe, you take care of.
yeah. Yes. Like, shift change. You are in charge, which is always true. The universe or the God or, is always in charge. But we feel like, how if a young kid is, for example, I mean, it's just coming to my head, maybe, somebody is riding a horse and they make their little child sit in front and hold the reins. They are actually controlling it, but the little child thinks that, hey, I am the one riding. So I almost feel like, and I'm not to, not to say anything that you're not doing a great job or it's not your responsibility. You're doing everything that you possibly can. But the main reign, at least at night, I hope you're able to give that a little rest in
Absolutely.
your hands and then
Absolutely.
just believe in that overall power. I remember
No,
you were
that is,
take your mother to a wedding also, right?
yeah, that
Yeah.
is like absolutely there, right? So, yeah, I mean, especially when the faces are normal almost or whatever, to sleep. When there are down faces, there are down faces. You cannot, but
Yeah.
to feel in the support even in those down phases. That's, I
Yes.
think, for me has been the biggest shift, if I can say, or the grace. I would put
Yeah.
it that way.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sudha. I think
Thank you.
your situation helps us also to be more alive and being open because it is a Caregivers are underrated. I think you need as much me time, to really recuperate with all of that and give and to be able to give. So you receive and be open and to receiving. So you're giving anyway. So let's be more open to receiving. Wishing you lots of
Thank
love
you.
and care, some self love.
Thank you so much. I look forward to. Only thing is, I'm not sure 6:30 a.m. works because that's my peak time in the
Yeah.
kitchen. But I'll try and make an effort, definitely.
Thank you. Just put it on the side and then later you can catch up the recording for more. Yeah. We'll see you in the next session. Thank you so much. Anybody else wants to share? Basov and Ravina, maybe. It just helps us, all of us, so much when we like hear this. Puneet, you were saying something before she joined.
No, I'm saying I couldn't do the drawing myself, but it still was very good to just listen in and,
Mhm.
be part of the process.
Thank you.
It helped me get, kind of clear on something that was going on in my mind, and how sometimes we look at something as a constraint, and
Yeah.
if we can just see what possibilities are there in any situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you. This was
Okay.
this was
All
wonderful.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Okay. Have a happy Sunday, happy Easter, or happy Monday, wherever you are. And do keep those questions, and then you can always look back at what you journaled, and it could be something that you come back to. All right. Thank you so much. Bye bye.